The COVID-19 pandemic threatening to ruin Thanksgiving for many people, especially with local and state leaders this week asking us to scale back plans we may have already made. KRDO News Channel 13 Scott Harrison reports.
The first appeal to us for a simpler start to the holiday season came earlier this week from Colorado Springs Mayor John Suthers.
Also start thinking about how you can modify your Thanksgiving plans to have smaller groups, more nuclear family groups, because the number one culprit in this big spike is informal gatherings.
That was followed by a strong request Thursday from Colorado Governor Jared Polis.
Tell your friends, text them, your family, we need to buckle down and only associate with our household for the next month. Cancel your plans to see others who are not in your household for the next few weeks.
The governor says doing that should slow the rising spike in COVID-19 cases. But it's a lot to ask in a state where large gatherings are a Thanksgiving tradition. It's worth noting that the appeals made by the governor and the mayor of Colorado Springs are no more than that. Appeals, strong requests for compliance. But like the wearing of face masks and the washing and sanitizing of hands, it's no more than a recommendation. There's no real teeth or enforcement behind it. So given that, will people hear those appeals and honor them?
They've already been isolated all year anyways, or for the most part, a lot of, especially at the beginning of spring, you know? And so it's like to continue that, I don't know.
Why perpetuate the pandemic even more by having more people around you from different states and everything else and then taking it back, possibly taking it back to other people?
I think if you're around the people that you've been around, that should be okay. If you've been with the same group of people for, the last several months.
In this year of the pandemic, we may have to give up much of our Thanksgiving so that we don't put Christmas at risk. In Colorado Springs, Scott Harrison, KRDO News Channel 13.